investors are stirred to
Hey guys, a few people watching. Hi, how are you? I'm just going to be working on my computer and trying to catch up on my Trumplations. And if you want to chat, go right ahead. It's not going to be much interesting going on. But if you want to say hi, say hi. Okay. So, looking for when he said eagerly instead of illegally. And that was at 3110 today. 3110. I don't know if the chat's working. Is no one saying anything? That's fine.
Not going to put them on the streets like the Democrats want us to. And we're not going to give stimulus checks to illegal aliens. They came into the country illegally, and now we give them a check.
Legally.
We want to give the checks to some prisoners, some very vicious people, actually. We're not going to put them on the streets like the Democrats want us to. And we're not going to give stimulus checks to illegal aliens. They came into the country illegally, and now we give them a check. We want to give the checks to the American people. So remember, we have 300 million. Well. It's there. We don't need...
Okay, hold on. Hey, Primrose. I got to go shut off a sprinkler or something. I'll be back. Enjoy. Talk amongst yourselves.
the money. We don't need anything. Just let that money get released to the American people. As our economy rebounds, there's only one thing that could stop the extraordinary economic comeback and wipe out the future of American workers, and that's what the Democrats want to do with a $4 trillion tax hike, implementing things that will be really bad for our country. And this will just absolutely cripple what we're doing on regulations and so many other elements of success. We had the greatest economy in history prior to the China virus coming in. Now they want to stop regulations. They want to bring up regulations to a level.
All right, we got to listen to that and see if it heard me. Let's pull that puppy up. And I bet you it recorded me when I was recording that. What's the best platform for viewing? Tonight, your television. Just watch it. Don't watch this. Watch something on TV. Netflix, Prime. I'm just messing around, so I thought I'd turn the camera on. Last night, like a bunch of people started watching and talking, so you got yourself a chat room. Enjoy. The best platform for viewing this, though, typically is YouTube. So youtube.com/KevinlyFather. I should make a special thing. I got so much to do. I got to do the credits. I got to do... I don't know. I'm talking to myself over on this screen. I should be talking to you guys right here. So to answer your question,
the checks to
go have a nice bath.
Some prisoners, some very vicious people, actually.
Vicious prisoners. I hate those. Those are the worst kind of prisoners. Yeah. What are you doing? Come here. You, get over here. Now, can we hear me?
We're not going to put them on the streets like the Democrats want us to. And we're not going to give stimulus checks to illegal aliens. They came into the country illegally, and now we give them a check. We want to give the checks to...
Oh, good. We don't hear me. Surprise, Marcy. Nope. I'm just it's just late night sheep walking. So I will be capturing and stuff, making sure it's you. No, why are you asking for a pin on a broadcast? Hey, everybody. Here's my identity. Who wants my social security number? Just raise your hand. I'll post it in the chat room. Okay, so got that one, and let's make that something. So we'll pull up. We'll just put that right into gaffs, and then I can edit it later. You guys don't want to have to sit through the editing. Okay, Rich said he found a gaff, so we'll look for that gaff for producer Rich. In the meantime, we'll dump this into the right folder. Okay, just take your time, computer. How's everybody? No, Primrose, when I record, I'm recording the screen captures. So what you guys see above here, right here, I'm looking for Trump making mistakes so that I can gather those and never do anything with them. That's how I do. There's been a lot said about Biden and his gaffes and his inability to speak. So, and you've probably all seen those. Here, I can show you one, guys. You enjoy this. Why don't I show you this? And I might have to turn the volume off at some point so I don't get a copyright strike. Where is it? I got a good one that Morning Joe put together. I can add it. Give me a second here, because I can bring it in. And add existing. What is it called? Now I'm making promises. Come on. What is it called? You guys don't know. Again, this is nothing exciting. This is just me doing stuff at night. I know it's here. Okay. Trump on ramp football. I don't even know what that is. Remdesivir. You guys might enjoy this.
There are promising therapies produced by Gilead, and that's
Remdesivir.
Remdesivir.
We're also studying this and other promising therapies, which is a therapy produced by Gilead, and that would be it's called Remdesivir.
Remdesivir.
The ones that I mentioned are very good, but especially I think if you look at
Remdesivir,
the first mention could be a absolute total game changer.
All right, here's another one. This will keep you busy for a while. Okay, and where is that? Where is it? Okay. Excellent. That's right where I thought it would be. Okay, we go to videos, we go to Trump, and there it is. Here's Trump's best words. Let's see what this is 7 minutes long. Enjoy, guys.
As we've said before, everything with Donald Trump, well, it's either confession. Go to sleep, Donald.
Oh, my.
Go to sleep. Oh, wake up. There's Mike. He's talking about you. It's either confession or it's projection.
defeat the coronavirus, the coronavirus surgical gowns. We have no contingency plan. But administer convalescent plasma and cefahide. So that's 1,870,000 million tests. To use the Defense Production Act and the Defense Production Act, hydroxychloroquine and hydroxychloroquine, remdesivir. I thank them for their unwavering devotion, immense pride, and the selflessness. The bravery of our truck drivers transfusing it into six patients very, very, very powerfully. So sick patients, I am confident that by counting and continue. Taken action to suspend the internet. The internet made it so big. I'll show you some of the latest, just the data to the highest level of activists. I mean, if you take a look at no regard since 1917, which was the Spanish flu. 1917, the pandemic, like nobody's seen since 1917. Opening up America, and we add the word again. I think we can add the word probably again. I know words. I have the best words. In 1870, President Ulysses S. Grant, that beautiful Orion space capsule, the combat infantryman badge, our nation as a sovereign country. A lot of work has been done, a lot of renovation. If you look at some of it, defensive missions and missiles, your devotion, prowess, then you will gain momentum. Heroin alone, if you look at the heroin epidemic, the federal government is conducting an aggressive investigation and to delegitimize. As bad as it is, it meant something by an anonymous, really anonymous. You're going to see some statistics coming out. Americans of all walks of life rose up. Assistant Secretary Giroir and Surgeon General Adams, heart, lung, and liver transplants annually. Advising the lawmakers, but China's near supply chain. This Russia thing with Trump. I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings. And every single car out there, even the really expensive ones, and we used to have Radio Free Europe, Radio Free Europe. The Nazis, the invasion of Normandy, and the liberation of Europe. A brilliant star shone in the east, wise men traveled far. Really big beneficiaries. Whole state to be a sanctuary for criminal. Shield and shelter criminal. Look, wait. The members of our armed forces, and you understand that very well. And the internet, if you think about this, rich traditions of this convention, expectations in the House for the midterm and return year. Waive all applicable state taxes despite these obstacles, Karen. The Central Command response and crisis response. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt as Hurricane Irma approaches. And he voted for Obama amnesty. By a sleazebag lawyer named Abiante. That's what the United Nations is all about. Will not be tolerated any longer. Merry Christmas, everybody. And we just have to say it. You know, we just had another stock market. You saw that, right? The stock market. And to replace chasms of distrust ever foisted upon the American people. And then they announced there was no buys, no. Seek real bipartisan solutions. Made a pivotal, really, and I mean this was pivotal. Reauthorized the 9/11 victims. In April of 2014, our Army manned the air. It ran the ramparts. These historic accomplishments chase our embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. It's great to be back in Missouri, Ghana, Guinea, Namibia. Jews, thank the Minneapolis police. Venezuela's working to improve this country, and you deserve the government. And God bless the United States. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Probably could, Phyllis.
If you don't mind, I'll just make a quick statement to a man I also have great respect for, Justice Anthony. You know who I'm talking about. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. Marilyn Lockheed, Douglas McGrath, Mike Bolton is as you know, is in Russia. Mike Bounds, so many, just a whole group of great people, as you know.
Oh, I might have to. I'm gonna have to keep jumping on the music on this because I don't want to get a copyright strike on the name game. I think I did one time when I showed this.
So we don't make mistakes. Go ahead, Ken.
Chuck Henry, the national president for turnover police from South.
Thank you very much.
Here we go. Okay, so there's playing The Wanderer, and The Wanderer I did get a copyright strike on one time. So this is him. He's leaving, and Pence says, "You didn't sign the executive order, sir." "Yeah, just bring it with me." "Okay." "All right, we're done here." And he's leaving. And what about the pictures? So he's just going to leave BB just sitting. He gets off the plane. He walks away. This is classic. Oh, we're going to the limo. That's the big car that's directly in front of you, sir. Yeah. He's in charge. Pence again. Sir, you didn't sign it." "Oh, well, what the hell?" "Ha ha ha. I'll sign it." This is great. Thank you so much. Hey, it's been great. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do here. Where are you going, sir? That's not that. Is he just? Yeah, he's just taking off. Yeah. That's that. I like that. So someone had done a song, not a song, but took one of his, a teenager apparently, took just one of his speeches and put all the breaths together. So it was interesting. Okay, so producer Mark wrote to me and said he saw something at 25:06. He heard something funny at 2:06:03 yesterday, so we're almost there. Let's listen in and see what he heard. Can't because the volume isn't on. Here we go.
It is nearly 3 times higher than ours. And if you look now, Spain is having a big blow up. France is having a big blow up. No, we've done a great job. We haven't been given credit for it. And he always starts off. Look now, Spain is having a big blow up. France is having a big blow up.
Oh, 206:43.
No, we've done a great job. We haven't been given credit for it. And he always starts off. What about all theories that
Come on, show me the time. Thanks.
Nations of you.
206:43. Here we go.
Now we're supplying them all over the world.
Thanks, Obama. All those ventilators came from the stockpile, by the way.
Altogether, the nations of Europe have experienced a 30% greater increase in excess mortality than the United States.
By the way, that stat is completely made up. There's absolutely no evidence to support that, and it's complete refute. It's refuted by Johns Hopkins. Got it right. I wonder what Rich heard. 206. Rich says 206:43. So we passed it. That's 206:51. It's coming up right here. So here it is.
Didn't get a ventilator. Now we're supplying them all over the world.
Thanks, Obama. All those ventilators came from the stockpile, by the way.
Altogether, the nations of Europe have experienced a 30% greater increase in excess mortality than the United States. Think of that.
I don't know what Rich is saying. I'll send him a note. Okay, let's get back to it. So let's go to C-SPAN here. Lizzie Dog did some investigation for me because I wrote down a bunch of stuff without reference to a real timeline. Oh, he should say the closing of the opening. Okay, so let's look for that on C-SPAN. That'll be a better video anyway. Hey, Rich. Well, perfect timing. We were just talking about you. So let's go to... There it is. President Trump in Latrobe. Welcome, everyone. This isn't really anything official. I'm just... not that anything I do is official. I'm just editing stuff, and if you want to come in and chat or play charades or whatever, have at it. Let's see here. So we can search that. He should say the closing of the opening. Okay, so closing of the opening. Let's see if we get anything there. Okay, the man, other country. Well, see, we'll get rid of and the. And we'll see if we can narrow that down. They are opening. They're going to announce they are opening. They are doing this for political reasons. Here's the trouble, is that sometimes Yeah, it was your feed that was posted today. Oh, today? Oh, on YouTube, not the live feed, the one I posted this morning. Hold on, young man. This was live, so it wouldn't be this. So it was my feed. Give me a second. It'll be YouTube Studio and videos. And if it was posted today, we can find that. 225. Yeah, we sure can. So what was it? 206 something. Okay, let's watch that. Here we go, kids. Let's make this work.
206.
Let's shut the echo off. Thank you for holding in there during the... Here we go.
And if I didn't do the closing and the banned Europe, we saved hundreds of thousands. And if I didn't do the closing and the... We banned Europe because I saw what was happening in Italy and Spain and France. And
oh, that's Fran as well. Where's Fran? I wanted all of that. Okay, good. So what we do is we go to C-SPAN now, and this is going to be right by it. Yeah, thank you, Rich. Good call. I'm glad you got that, and I'm glad you made me pursue it. So thank you for being here.
Italy and Spain and France. We banned Europe because I...
Banned Europe, so we're going to go to the C-SPANs. Here we go, and let's look for banned. See if they accept the quotation search. Banned Europe. Does it work that way? Yeah, we banned hundreds and thousands. And if I... Oh, he didn't... So, lazy captioning here. And if I didn't do the closing of the opening,
and we saved hundreds of thousands of lives by banning China. I was the only one that wanted to do it, actually.
Not true.
And then we banned Europe because I saw what was happening in Italy and Spain and France. And we banned Europe. We saved hundreds of thousands.
Let's go back to get rid of my watermark.
And then we banned Europe because I saw what was happening in Italy and Spain and France. And we banned Europe. We saved hundreds of thousands. And if I didn't do the closing and the opening, so we're at 175,000. Far too. Look.
Oh, he says closing and
China,
the opening.
And it's a disgrace.
So that isn't really a gaffe, but you helped me find Fran. So I appreciate that. So good work. Unintentionally, great work, Rich Mac. So good. All right. So let's take Fran out of that one. And we're going to put it in the right place. Okay. Desktop and Fran. Copy. Copy and paste. Where's it going to go? There we go. Let's put it under gaffes. And paste it there. Now I'll listen to it and I'll be like, wait, what was I looking for here? We'll just go Fran. There we go. And we should have its own separate folder here. We'll shove things in there. You guys can't see what I'm doing, so screw you. You guys talk amongst yourselves if you're in here. I don't know that anyone's watching besides Rich. But Rich, your work here is done. Thank you, sir. I hear a lot clearer in my headphones than I do over my computer speakers, so I appreciate that. I have studio speakers somewhere, but I haven't unpacked them yet. Not that that's here or there. Rich, how are you, buddy? Whereabouts in the city do you live? I want to say Glendale, but I know that's wrong. I just want to say Glendale. Glendale. Let us meet at the Glendale Galleria. We shall watch a movie with Antonio Banderas. I don't know. I don't know who's watching. Actually, I can tell you how many people are actually tuned in right now. 3 people on Twitter, 7 people on YouTube, Rich. So, Redondo Beach. Well, la-dee-da. You're the only one as far as I'm concerned. Let's find some other stuff from that speech last night. And I wonder if Lizzie was looking at the feed from last night or if she was looking... We'll figure it out. If she was looking at the feed from this morning like you did. Your mom's from Azusa? Is she there now, Marcy? There, you guys can talk to each other, entertain yourself. Okay. Azusa's not far from where I am. I'm in the San Gabriel Valley, so is Azusa. What else were we looking for? Lizzie found... Okay, at 1:54, we got a country. Let's see if we can find. Love our... See, looking for country is going to be... It's going to be hard. So let's go to my video and see if we can find it, anything there. So this is this morning's, and I don't think this is what she's talking about. I think she was watching last night's. So let's... First, we'll do this morning's at 1:54. You've got a 3-foot putt and you choke. No. I'll compare it to football. I'll turn on a football game between, I don't know, the Saints and the... not the Chiefs. I almost said the Padres. I was like, this guy's an idiot. The Padres aren't even a football team. I'm rooting for them. The Chargers. The Saints and the Chargers. Yeah. Okay. Stop talking. She must have been looking for last night because I talked like for a minute and a half all the way over 1:53. You're a Patriots? Oh, fuck this whole conversation. Patriots. God, language. They should bleep this guy out. Hi, Allison. You think I could put all his crazy slurs together to form crazy sentences? He kind of does that on his own, Rich, so I don't know that I need to. So we'll leave that window up. We'll go back to the live video from yesterday. Too many live videos. What the hell does this guy do with his time? Let's go to... God, is it steaming hot there, Rich? You're by the ocean, so you're probably cooler than I am. I mean, you're always cooler than I am. But it's like I've got the AC on in here, and I'm still sweating. It's ridiculous. And it's only 84 degrees officially in the house. Not complaining. Happy to have a place to be. Very, very happy about the whole situation. Let's go into...
Ventilators that nobody had.
Yep. 154. We're looking for We Got a Country at 154. Let's see if we can find it. Okay. If you're an American, you can vote in U.S. elections. Just wherever your last address was. I think you have to register somewhere. He's but yes,
too loud.
As long as you're American... Wait, expats? As long as you have American citizenship, you can vote, is the answer to the question. You guys should tell him to turn his mic down if you're ever watching him, because he's way louder than the speaker.
Americans would have died. You know that. You know, he always gets up today. COVID-19, COVID-19. I said, Joe, look, we got a country, and I agree with that.
What did he say?
We got a country, and I agree with that, and we've done a...
That's right.
We got a country, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
And we've done a...
that was 154 of my tape, so let's find some words around it.
We got a country, and I agree with that, and we've done a...
What is that? Hi, Joanna. Joanna, this is nothing serious. We're just messing around. I'm just grabbing Trump gaffes. So, talk amongst yourselves. We got a country. He always says, we got a country. And I agree with that. Let's go to C-SPAN and let's just find agree. Agree with that. What are you guys rather doing? Bernie Sanders agreed with that. No, let's try says always. Let's try always. See if we can find it that way. He was always for things. Always respect our great American flag. What else? What else can we look for around there that's going to give it away? Was this where we were? God damn it. Just, Emma, why do you talk at all? Okay, that was just me being mad at Emma. It's this one. Let's go back a little bit. Find some words that might be unique. I'll register somewhere. But yes, as long as you're American... Wait, expats? As long as you have American citizenship, you can vote, is the answer to the question.
More Americans would have died. You know that. You know, he always gets up today. COVID-19, COVID-19. I said, Joe, look.
Let's try Joe. He's going to say, there's going to be a whole Joe. We'll try Joe. Joe, look. Nothing. Are we on the right page? Yeah, this is Latrobe. And I agree. This is going to pull up 10,000 results. Yeah, so I can't search by and I agree. Put it in quotation marks. Come on, C-SPAN. Oh! All right. Okay, so apparently the poor closed caption person thought he said we have a country. So let's
Hundreds
watch.
of thousands. After years and years of rebuilding other countries, we are finally rebuilding our country. It's called America First.
It's called America.
We're America First. It's enough. And we're bringing our soldiers back home. You see what's going on. After 19 years in Afghanistan, faraway places. To bring hope to our inner cities, I created opportunity zones. Tim Scott, great senator from South Carolina, worked on it with me.
Cory Booker as well.
Passed criminal justice reform, delivered permanent.
This is not what we're looking for. Why is it giving us this? Show full text. After years in our country... Oh, it's way down here. Why would it not? Why would it give us that whole thing? C-SPAN. How am I going to find it? How am I going to do this? And I agree. It's kind of right. Let's do it again. Maybe it'll give us a smaller if we... COVID-19, Well, let's just jump through it and see if we can find it.
Funding for historic and a Democrat, the keeping my promise, thoroughly betrayed her in American members, and we get them. They're tough. I agree with you. The hell out. Sometimes we have to put them every single word. I say it respectfully to Mexico, but they 27,000 Mexicans. We invested in the Air Force. Send Mike into. You had that. That alone. Weeks to see a doctor. And accountability. We had sadists. We had the beautiful. Look at this. Dollar bills, it's a lot. It's like, I promise. Done immediately. Nobody did it. I did it. It was like, not good reviews. Peace in decades. And that's going to lead, and I will tell you, we're energy independent. Have treated us very well. We took over 100% of the...
Stop it.
Soleimani, we killed... He's radical. They say, that's terrible. He gets along. No, it's good if I get along. If I get along, Russia! Idiot. So, explain that. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. I'm really not. I like to have peace. These guys only fight to, they took advantage of us very. They thought it was going to hurt the Germans. We protect them. They don't pay their bills. Of disasters and the Korean deal was going to produce 250,000. We got nothing for illegal aliens. Of Soleimani, he oversaw the rise of ISIS. China owns him. How about law enforcement? Really terrible. Twice at their caucus, which 2 days later he's saying it didn't happen. They lied. Your mail-in ballot. That is not tabulated, and you have to make sure you. They want to send out congressmen. 80 congressional race. Not a very good congresswoman. Did Virginia, you look much better. They used to say universal. They used the necessary paperwork and you're sitting there. We have a big enthusiasm. Dogs have gotten ballots.
All right, I'm just going to capture it out of what we have because it's not giving me... what if I... one more chance. Get me something close. Give me a keyword.
We got a country, and I agree with that.
What did you say?
We got a country, and I agree with that. And we've done a... We got a country, and I agree with that. And we've done a hell of a job. If you look at some of our numbers...
No, so what about hell? Hell. Can it narrow it down for me? Hell of a job. I have a speech. Well, why did it just show me the other word? It just showed me that. Oh, it's all part of a big block. Well, that's not good. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to FactBase. Because that way... and I agree. I can search specifically. We got a country. Okay. All right. Here it is right here. Boom. Perfect. Thank you, FactBase. You rock. Why didn't I think of this before?
They'll be lost. They'll be gone. The numbers are incredible, where they're 25 and 30% off, 20% off. Follow your ballot. When I banned travel from China, Biden called it hysterical and xenophobic. If we had listened to sleep, he always gets up today. COVID-19, COVID-19. I said, Joe. Always,
here we go.
He always gets up today. COVID-19, COVID-19. I said, Joe, look, we got a country, and I agree. I said, Joe, look, we got.
I gotta get it without the words. Sorry.
Americans would have died. You know that. You know,
Here we go.
he always gets up today. COVID-19, COVID-19. I said, Joe, look, we got a country, and I agree with that, and we've done a hell of a job. We've done a hell of a job. If you look at some of our numbers.
What? We got a country, and I agree with that. Why would Joe Biden be saying it? It doesn't make any sense. I'm not on YouTube. Yeah, I am. I know this broadcast on YouTube. People are watching it on YouTube. Is that producer Joanna? YouTube's there, Joanna. You want us to put it here? I'll put a link into the chat room. Watch here. Somebody else figure out how to send her a link in the chat room. Okay. Surprise medical built. Oh, so I can look that up on. I can look that up on FactBase. Save some time. Surprise medical bill. We'll just make it surprise medical. We'll find it. Surprise medical. We will end. Yeah, this one. Same thing. Here we go again. Think about it. Yeah, I'm just on 24/7, Joanna. So.
We will strike down terrorists who threaten our citizens.
Who will?
We will strike down terrorists who threaten our citizens. We will not let them threaten our citizens. And we will keep America out of endless foreign wars. We will end surprise medical billing. We don't want surprise medical billing. You know what happened.
We don't want surprise medical built. Let me transfer those over before I forget. Go to my desktop, grab both those, and shift, cut, get rid of that one, and get rid of that one. Okay, move that to the right window. Put those in there. What else we got? Fran, you found that one for me already, Rich. Oh, you found us, Joanna. Good for you. How are you, Joanna? You can do other stuff. This is just me. I'm just editing some stuff, so nothing very exciting at all. There could be a day, blah blah blah, and this is what we're looking for. There was a phrase where we had no idea what he said last night. We probably still don't. So there could be a day. Let's see if that turns up anything on fact. Yes. Yeah, here it is. So this is the only time he said there could be a day publicly. Let's see what surprise is in store for us here, kids.
And then yesterday I read that I had strokes. CNN, fake news CNN right there. No, it's mini strokes, they called them. I don't know what a mini stroke is, but it's not good. And there could be a day, and I'll admit, I said, hey, it happens to all of us, right? Except these young ones, it's never going to happen to them. They're not looking at that. But you know what happens? But nothing happened. So I went in.
I think he said, and I'll admit it. I think that's what he said. Let's just go back 1 second here. And
I did that part. That was right. And there could be a day, and I'll admit, I said, hey, it happened.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say.
And there could be a day, and I'll admit, I said, hey, it happens to all of us, right?
All right, good enough.
Except these young ones, it's never going to happen to them. They're not looking at that.
It's not going to happen to it. I'll accept it. I'll go with that. Let me transfer. Nope, not there. Done. What else we got? Badooce at 140 produce. He says Badooce, if I remember correctly. And let's just look up produce here. Produce. And see if we can find... that's from today. Oh, he had a teller rally on September 4th. I didn't even know that. Let's see if we can find it here.
Mayor de Blasio and Governor Cuomo. And by the way, just today, there's another incredible thing happening. Pfizer, great company, announced that it expects to have the results of its vaccine trials.
Oh, hey, Lizzie.
Weeks, very shortly. Incredible. Under Operation Warp Speed, we remain on track to produce a safe and effective vaccine in that record time that we talked about.
I don't think that's the produce.
Incredible. Under Operation Warp Speed, we remain on track to produce a safe and effective.
Yeah, that wasn't it. So produce the German economy. German economy. Let's look for German economy. You're the best, Lizzie. Let's get rid of this. Let's go back here and look up German economy. Wait, Lizzie, were you searching my closed caption? Do I have closed captions? I know YouTube automatically produces them now. So did you figure out a way to do that? Come on. The Germany economy. Is there produce in there somewhere? Let's see if it'll do this for me. Nope. Okay. Well, let's listen.
Good thing, not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. But remember, I was the one that was going to be leading you into war. In the first week, he'll be in war. He's a radical kind of a personality. I'm really not. I like to have peace. But if we ever do get into war, we will knock the hell out of them, whoever it may be. These guys only fight to tie. They don't fight to win. We fight to win. But you look at what's happening where they're all coming back home. I even reduced in Germany because Germany, they're an ally, but, you know, they took advantage of us very badly on trade and very badly with our military. So we removed a lot of soldiers out of Germany. They're not happy. They said, this is going to hurt our economy. Well, it's good for our economy, okay? They thought it was going to hurt the German economy. Well, they don't treat us right. They don't pay their bills. They're delinquent. You know what delinquent is? They're delinquent. They don't pay their bills. We protect them. They don't pay their bills. We got to do something. And they treat us horribly on trade through the European Union, which basically they run. Together, we've been rapidly fixing a half a century of disasters, and Biden was there for every one of them. Joe Biden supported NAFTA, China's entry into the world trade.
Yeah, I don't hear it there. I'm looking for Badooce. Badooce. Okay. Where is it? Yeah, let's view the full transcript and see if we get any hints there. And they produced, you know, like millions of jobs throughout our country. I don't think that's it. Let's go down to the next one. Could be, though. Produce, South Korea, Crooked Hillary. Let's listen. What? What? Let's keep playing it. Oh, is it almost there? Did I screw that up?
Very badly with our military. So we removed.
Hold on. We'll go there. We'll go back. I believe you.
Soldiers out of Germany, they're not happy. They said this is going to hurt our economy. Well, it's good for our economy, okay? They thought it was going to hurt the German economy. Well, they don't treat us right. They don't pay their bills. They're delinquent. You know what delinquent is? They're delinquent. They don't pay their bills. We protect them. They don't pay their bills. We got to do something. And they treat us horribly on trade through the European Union, which basically they run. Together, we've been rapidly fixing a half a century of disasters, and Biden was there for every one of them. Joe Biden supported NAFTA, China's entry into the world trade. He supported the Korean deal. The Korean deal was so bad. It was so bad. This was a deal that was going to produce South Korea.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Crooked Hillary Clinton.
There it is. That's what I was just going to look at, too. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. That's really low volume, though. I can pump it up. Let's go back here. So let's record. And
Joe Biden supported NAFTA, China's entry into the world trade. He supported the Korean deal. The Korean deal was so bad. It was so bad. This was a deal that was going to produce South Korea, done by crooked Hillary.
Awesome. Thank you, Lizzie.
This was a deal that was going to produce 250.
Good memory, Lizzie. I'm impressed. Okay, what else we got from that? 3357 has a stroke on stage. And I don't remember what specifically that was. But maybe we found that. Maybe that was the We Got a Country. I think that might have been it. Badoos. 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 Look me in the eye when I'm not wearing a mask. I already captured that one. Check out the statement he's made. Check out all the statement. So if I can go boop. Boop. Come on, fact base. All right, fine. I'll close you down. I don't care. I'll close that shit down. I'll open up another one right here. How about that? You gonna play games with me? Check out. Check out all the statement. Yep, here's me. Boom, here it is right here. Let's go. Let's do this. It's happening right now. Start me up.
Soon is going to be coming out saying, no, I never said that. Check out all of the statement he's made on everything. And now he's going the opposite way. All of the, yes, Biden pretty soon is going to be coming out saying, no, I never said that. Check out all of the statement he's made on everything. And now he's going the opposite way.
The children isn't in school. Danny Badusi. Bonadusi stuck in my head. Badoos. 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 Okay, got that one. Good. By the way, this whole vaccine before election day, come that time, he's just going to deny that he ever said that. How do we know that? Because that's what he does. People will be like, no, we have actual, we know we have. This is you on video saying that, and he's just no, not me. How do we know that? I'll tell you. I will show you. Like a rock in water. Okay. Like a knife through butter. Here, enjoy.
The president was saying this was going to go away. It's April.
It is going to go away.
Mr. President, you said it was going to go away in April. You said when it warmed up in April.
I said it's going away, and it is going away. A lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat.
I think when we get into April and the warmer weather, that has a very negative effect on that. Looks like by April, in theory, when it gets a little warmer, it miraculously goes away.
Based on all signs that the problem goes away in April, which is not too far down the road, because heat kills this virus. Again, the April date is very important, but this is a big thing. The April date is very, very important, because if that's the case, if heat does in fact kill, that's when it starts getting hot. And this virus reacts very poorly to heat and dies.
There's a theory that in April, when it gets warm, historically, that has been able to kill the virus. So, in April, supposedly, it dies with the hotter weather. And that's a beautiful date to look forward to.
I didn't say date. April.
It's a beautiful date. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that. And let's go to... so I've got yesterday him saying... solicited, which I'm guessing is solicited. Yeah, it's got to be solicited because of the ballots. Am I spelling that right? Yeah, that's the only example that we have there.
And these are small. These are easy to control. Now they want to send out 80 million unsolicited. I like it much better. They used to say universal. They used to say live ballots. I like the word unsolicited and solicited. Solicited's okay, because that's when you're asking and you want it, then you send in the necessary paperwork and documentation, and you get the ballot and you fill it out. That's okay. But you can't, this whole thing with the unsolicited. Unsolicited means you're sitting there. You know, we have a big enthusiasm edge. But when they throw these things in your face, and the lists are in...
Yeah, I don't think that's it. But he said it at some point. Let's stop that recording, because that wasn't it. Get rid of it. I'll try these ones. There we go. And delete all of those. Where would that be? There's the only example of solicited there. Let's view the full transcript here, and let's go to solicited. Unsolicited. Okay, solicited, unsolicited, unsolicited ballot. So we've heard all the soliciteds in there, I think. Dag nabbit. I don't know where that was, and I don't think I can find it now. Lizzie, any ideas? Did you hear that one? Okay, skip that one. Okay. Let's go back to... Eliminated or eliminated? I think I got that one already. Yeah, let's go here. So, eliminated. I'm pretty sure I captured that one. Totally eliminated or eliminated? Yeah, let's grab that.
The debate if there would be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking and natural gas and so many things that really fire up these big plants where many of you work, and they produce, you know, just millions and millions of jobs throughout our country. Biden said, no, we would absolutely not allow anything like that. We would make sure it's totally eliminated. That's what he said. He said, we would make sure it's totally eliminated or eliminated. Now he's coming and saying, this isn't working too well. This isn't working. You know, I made a...
Eliminated or eliminated. Okay. And let me grab it and put it where it should be. And then I'm going to listen to it just to make sure that it doesn't have my voice talking over it.
Fossil fuels, including coal and fracking and natural gas and so many things that really fire up these big plants where many of you work, and they produce, you know, just millions and millions of jobs throughout our country. Biden said, no, we would absolutely not allow anything like that. We would make sure it's totally eliminated. That's what he said. He said, we would make sure it's totally eliminated or eliminated. Now he's coming...
Eliminated or eliminated. One of the two. I'm against both, quite frankly. Okay, let's go back to fact base. Oh, here, this is fun. Here we go. Kevin. Let's look for Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. You're welcome. You know I'm going to do something with this.
And Social Security, we will always and very strongly protect patients with pre-existing conditions, and that is a pledge from the entire Republican Party. Thank you, Kevin.
Welcome.
We will end surprise medical billing, require price transparency.
Okay. I'm happy with that. I don't have to get a better copy of it. It's low res on this copy. I could get a nice 1080 res. But I don't care that much. And we're also going to put that in my Kevin references, because I actually have a file for Kevin references. That's how I spend my time. I can't get a job. Nobody wants me in their life. Never gonna find a wife. Kevin references. Here we go. It's all about Kevin. It's all about Kevin. I don't know how I should feel about that.
No American should ever face such persecution from their own government, except
That's
perhaps
right.
your president.
That's right.
Don't feel bad, Kevin.
Oh, I won't. I don't. I know someday Mike Pence will come. There's a song there somewhere. I don't have a macaroni binder. Everything's on the computer because I'm trying to save the planet. You guys remember this?
Kevin, tell us what you got.
Oh wait, no. That's the short version. You guys remember this?
Kevin, tell us what you got. Okay, we don't have Kevin.
No, you don't have Kevin. I got a couple in here I didn't even remember I had, so that's good. Let's rename this one. You know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to leave that one there because I want to edit it and then put it in there. Otherwise, what good is it? You guys are talking about the weather. Happy late night, everybody. It's 10:21. Okay, this always takes longer than it should. It's really annoying. Okay, Congressman something. Let's go look at when he says congressman. It would be early in the speech. I'm not really sure what we're looking for here, so let's make this small and go to fact base.
Transparency and further reduce the cost of prescription drugs and health insurance premiums. They're coming way down.
Yeah, we're done with you. They're coming way down. 1% in 2018. Okay, so yeah, he did. Oh, is that today? Oh, he did a tele-rally today. We could be listening to a tele-rally, guys. Let's see what it says.
Is by doing that kind of stuff. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. They want to send out congressmen 80 million ballots. Now, there have been many races.
That wasn't it, obviously. The fake polls leisure. I think you told me about this, Lizzie. There was something about the fake polls. The fake polls in Latrobe. So this is Arlington, August 5th. No? Did they spell it wrong? No? What if we just say fake polls? Let's see if we can find anything there. Yeah, Latrobe. Okay, the fake polls, but with the fake polls, the fake everything. Let's listen.
Most important election in the history of this country. And we had a level of enthusiasm. I mean, even look today, with all going on, look at the kind of crowds we have. And but we had record enthusiasm in 2016. By the way, was that the greatest evening ever? November. And now it's going to be November 3rd.
November.
And we'll keep it going and we'll get it all like a tree. You move that tree, it takes a little while to plant, your tax cuts. They're going to raise your taxes. They're going to take away your guns. It's really, if you look. And you know, they'll criticize me for saying this, the fake news media, which is back there. With their fake polls. The same as last year, we could just put it all on tape. The fake polls, the fake everything. The fake, they're called suppression polls. They're meant to make you depressed. Are you depressed? You don't look depressed. The real numbers, we have the real numbers. We're leading everywhere. We are leading everywhere. I'll tell you, I think we're way ahead of what we were 4 years ago, and there's far more enthusiasm. Our base is bigger, it's stronger, and we've done the greatest job. Again, if we didn't get hit by the plague from China, this thing, we wouldn't have even, between us, I would have canceled, Mr. Congressman, most of the rallies. I wouldn't have needed a rally. That's a little bit unfair, but that's okay. That's what China's done to our nation. They've screwed us for a long time on a lot of different ways. No, never has anybody ripped off our nation like China.
Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know what he was saying. That's my bad for not putting down the actual words. It gives me a lot better chance to find it if I put down the actual words. Okay, and I don't want to listen to the whole thing again. Suburbs. Ingram, that was the first night, I think. I still haven't watched the second night. In fact, I haven't watched the first night of Ingram, too. We could do that right now, if you guys want to.
So we removed a lot of soldiers out of Germany. They're not happy. They said, this is going to hurt our economy. Well, it's good for our...
Okay, let's be quiet. Let's just be quiet, shall we? Here we go. Let's watch this. I saw a little bit of the Laura Ingraham thing, and I just said, I want to take this and I want to split it up, and I want to put this is a fact check, this is a fact check, this is a fact check, and just put video by each one of them that disproves everything that he says. I just don't have the time, except right now, I suppose. I do, but I really don't. Let's go to Ingram Angle here. I think that was Tuesday and Wednesday. Could be wrong. We'll figure it out, won't we? Angle. There it is. Ingram Angle, Ingram Angle, Ingram Angle, Ingram Angle. 1 day ago, 2 days ago. Let's go with the 2 days ago, see which one that is. I think it was Tuesday.
Straight in the camera, are you watching? I want football. Laura, great job. Speaking of those Big Ten football lawsuits mentioned in that interview, a University of Nebraska football player and his attorney joins us exclusively in moments with the details of their lawsuit against the league.
So September 1st. Well, what night are we watching? We're watching September 1st, so August 31st. This is the one with the big part of the interview.
Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Okay.
Is not that leader. For now.
All right, I'm going to get myself something to drink. The proprietor made some lovely iced tea, so I'm going to go get some of that. Balderong, my knapsack on my back. Oh, my headphones are sweaty. Yeah, disgusting.
Now, the riots have been limited to the blue states. But with Biden in charge, the whole country is going to look like Portland. Now, we were lucky enough to sit down with President Trump for an exclusive interview earlier today. Here's part one of that interview, which will comprise our entire hour tonight. So enjoy. Mr. President, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
On Friday, Ted Wheeler, the mayor of Portland, sent a letter to you saying, basically, we don't want your help. You make matters worse. Saturday, one of your supporters is murdered in Portland by, it looks like, a suspected Antifa.
Was Antifa, and it was in self-defense. The supporter raised a canister of mace, raised it like that, just a few feet from the shooter, and the shooter responded by shooting him. And it happens like that. There's no time to decide. It's like a 3-foot putt.
Individual. And then on Sunday, Wheeler comes out and Biden and essentially tries to blame shift to you for the violence there. Your reaction?
Well, these are terrible and very incompetent people. Portland's been burning for many years. For decades it's been burning, but now it's gotten to a point they don't want to do. I watched the mayor try and get in with these people, and he went to a protest, and he went in and they almost killed him. If he didn't have security with him, he had 5 security guards, he would have been dead, just like they would have done to Rand Paul, who's a great guy, and his wife, Kelly. It is a disgrace when you look at what's happening. Now, we sent in Homeland Security. The reason we sent them in was to protect our courthouse. We have a $300 million courthouse, and they wanted to blow up our courthouse or burn it down. Take your choice. Blow it up or burn it down, they said. And I said, no, that's not
They never
happening.
said that.
So they wouldn't protect it because the mayor said...
How are they going to blow up this giant courthouse? How is that going to happen? Where are they going to get the arms for that? Where they got to get explosives, fertilizer or something? Like, what evidence do we have that they were actually going to do that?
He doesn't care. So we sent in our Homeland people. They did a great job. Immediately, Homeland Security. Immediately, it was protected. And that's the only reason they were there. I've offered to send in the National Guard. I've offered to send in anybody they want. I could put that out in 45 minutes and it would stop. And I think the people of Portland and the people of Oregon, I know it's a liberal state, considered liberal, they're tired of it. They're tired of having, of living with this curse. They're living with a curse. They say that when you walk through the streets of Portland, this is years and years of burning, and
it's not last 90 days. It's been really
no. It's been horrible in the last 90 days. But no, it's been going on for many, many years.
This is one of the saves. Laura Ingram's like, well, it's just the last 90 days, and it's been no. This has been going on for many, many years. Oh yeah. Laura's like, so I'm hearing when I talk, I hear a little bit of a reverb. I don't know if I'm way loud in your guys' ear. I hope not. I've got her volume pumped up. It seems to be okay, but anyway.
It's like...
If I'm blasting in your ears, let me know, guys.
You're in... I won't name the city, but it's a city someplace in the world that's not so good, okay? It's a terrible situation.
The Oregon governor said no one is safe in Donald Trump's America.
Yeah.
They're trying to turn the tables on you after months of... They're not really saying much about the violence.
Right, but they won't ever criticize anybody that really...
Did she say the mayor?
That's a violent person.
That's the governor.
No, it's been horrible in the last 90 days. But no, it's been going on for many years. It's like you're in... I won't name the city, but it's a city someplace in the world that's not so good, okay? It's a terrible situation.
The Oregon governor said no one is safe in Donald Trump's America.
Yeah.
They're trying to turn the tables on you after months of... They're not really saying much about the violence.
Right, but they won't ever criticize anybody that really, that's a violent person, frankly. That's violent. They stick up for the violence. They don't... The people that are getting hurt, they don't care about. They don't care about these people. It's a weird thing. It's like warped minds. And for the last 93 days, I've been offering to send in. As you know, they have to take the offer. They have to ask to have help. I've been standing and I've been saying, anytime you're ready, we'll put it out.
What's motivating them, Mr. President?
I think it's a sickness, actually. I think there's a fear. I watched the way they treated this Mayor Wheeler when he was standing there, and I'll tell you how unfair the news is. NBC News didn't show that he was being shouted at and cursed at, and he ran, literally, he had to run for his life because they were going to really hurt him. He had security. If he didn't, he would have probably...
Well, they showed up as an apartment building over the weekend.
No, how he can still stick up for him. I think there's a fear. I think he's afraid.
Are they afraid that Oregon could be in play because of people's concern about law and order? Is that what you're saying?
It could. I don't know. No. I think that, like the mayor, Wheeler, I think he's probably afraid for his life because if you would have seen him... But I'll show you how dishonest. NBC News put on, and they didn't have the people shouting. They had him standing there, and they talked about how it was a show of great unity, the mayor standing with the people. Those people were going to kill him. They were saying things that I can't repeat right now, but horrible things. But they didn't put that on. I actually happened to see the real tape on Fox. He escaped with his life, and yet he doesn't want any help. It's so unfair to the people of Oregon. We could solve that problem quickly, like I did in Kenosha. You know, Kenosha went through 3 or 4 days of... you wouldn't have a Kenosha right now. We demanded that they send in
Kenosha.
the National Guard, called the governor, and in all fairness, the governor did it. Not enough, but it was enough to put it out, and we ultimately put in more. We had 1,000 people, and we put it out quickly. You wouldn't have Kenosha right now.
In Pittsburgh today, Joe Biden gave a speech, and he spoke directly about this violence.
He may believe mouthing the words law and order makes him strong, but his failure to call on his own supporters to stop acting as an armed militia in this country shows how weak he is.
Your response to the vice president, sir?
Look, he's a weak person. He's been weak all his life, but now he's really weak. He shouldn't be running for president. He should not be there.
But do you want your supporters to confront the left-wing protesters, or do you want to leave it to law enforcement?
No, I don't want them. I want to leave it to law enforcement. But my supporters are wonderful, hardworking, tremendous people, and they turn on their television set, and they look at a Portland, or they look at a Kenosha before I got involved and stopped it, or they look at Chicago, where 78 people were shot last weekend and numerous people died, or they look at New York, where violence is up by 150%. It's up by a number that nobody, and people are leaving. They're looking at all of this, and they can't believe it. They can't believe it, whether it's my supporter or not.
But you don't want them showing up.
No, I don't. Well, it's a peaceful protest. I mean, they were protesting. They weren't. You know, it's amazing. They want to protest, and they get criticized. The other people run through the streets, burn down storefronts, hurt people, beat people, and kill people, kick people in the face. That would have happened to Rand Paul, by the way, and his wife, except that you had 2 and then ultimately 4 very good policemen who took a big beating. They took a big beating. And they really saved Rand Paul. In fact, we're going to bring him into the White House and give him some kind of an accommodation, because they really, what they did was very brave, actually. I mean, can you imagine? I'm saying policemen were brave because they were escorting, but they were escorting a U.S. senator and his wife. And as Rand said, he would have been killed if...
I don't know what's going on with the moderators. Hold on, let me pull up the window. Not that there's anything I can do about it, but let's go to it. And videos, live. Oh, we're live right now, guys. How about that? Okay, live. And there. And okay, somebody swear. Yeah, mine got through just fine. Okay. Yeah, seems to go by. I mean, oh, accommodation. Yes, that's what I heard. Thank you, Joanna.
Because they really, what they, that you had 2 and then ultimately 4 very good policemen who took a big beating. They took a big beating. And they really saved Rand Paul. In fact, we're going to bring him into the White House and give him some kind of an accommodation, because they really, what they did was very brave, actually. I mean, can you imagine? I'm saying policemen were brave because they were escorting, but they were escorting a U.S. senator and his wife. And as Rand said, he would have been killed if they weren't there.
Isn't it true also, Mr. President, that the Democrats have been, in their own way, inciting this violence against individuals for almost as long as you've been in office?
Sure.
If you see anybody from that cabinet, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
Please, get up in the face of some Congress people.
There needs to be unrest in the streets.
The domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue with their allies in the Congress of the United States.
It's not only...
Which part of that is saying we need to have violence? Push back, maybe, but pushing back is only if you're pushed. So even if we took that in the strictly literal form, it's still not telling you to commit violence. It's telling you to enact self-defense. KevinlyFather, Allison comments, you comment was because you're a moderator, just like mine. Fine, let's just make Allison a moderator and be done with it. Allison, here. Allison, you're a moderator now. You can do whatever you want. Swear up a storm. filthy whore. No offense.
The Democrats, it's the media, the fake news. The news is so fake. Like I told you with the mayor, where they make him look like it's a great unity thing when actually they were cursing at him and they would have done big numbers on him, but they don't show that. They just show the mayor standing with these very tough thugs, and he was gone, okay? They saved him.
What?
But NBC shows it like it's unity with the people. I don't get it. I don't know why they're doing it. And I will say this, at some point, I will not be president. Hopefully that'll be in 5 years from now, but I will not be president. And they're going to die. They're all going to die. Can you imagine if they had to cover Sleepy Joe Biden? It won't be very much fun. But
they're going to die. They're all going to die? Is that what he says?
I will not be president. Hopefully that'll be in 5 years from now, but I will not be president. And they're going to die. They're all going to die. Can you imagine if they had to cover Sleepy Joe Biden? It won't be very much fun.
They're going to die? They're all going to die?
Much more importantly, our country would go to hell. Our stock markets will crash. As sure as you're sitting there, we will have problems like you've never had. But if you take Kenosha and if you take other parts of the country that I don't even talk about, I could show you things that we've done to stop this kind of a thing that's happening in Portland and happening in Chicago and happening in other places.
Most red states are cooperating with federal law enforcement, and things are relatively calm in red state America. But Biden said again today in Pittsburgh that essentially you're not going to be safe in Donald Trump's America.
So if it weren't Donald Trump's America, to just use the expression as I'm president, you would have riots like you've never seen. The Democrats have lost control of the radical left. And if you look at Bernie and I call it the manifesto that was agreed to with Biden and his group, that's further left than Bernie ever was. They won't be able to control these people. These people have lost control of these people, and it's hurting them. Don't forget, Biden wasn't going to come out of his basement until the election.
Wait, did I miss you're all going to die? Did I skip by it somehow? Let's see. What do we got here? 11:32. I thought I was going backwards. Did I not get that?
Now he had to because the polls are so good. For me, now he had to because the polls are different. So all of a sudden he's in Pittsburgh. He wasn't going to leave his basement. Then he said, okay, he's leaving, but he won't leave for 10 days. 10 days is a long time. So in the meantime, like on Sunday, or Saturday, I'm in Texas, I'm in Louisiana. I was going to stop in 2 other places. Fortunately, they didn't get hit. Arkansas wasn't hit very much, et cetera, et cetera. I would have stopped. But I'm all over the place. I leave early in the morning, I get home late at night. And that's what you have to do as president.
And
Joe doesn't have energy.
Tomorrow, you're going to Kenosha, Wisconsin, of course, the scene.
Yeah, I somehow missed it. So that's at 12:13. Hold on, we'll come back to 12:13. 13. I want to go back and find that because I was recording it.
There's so much unwrapped.
Not be president. And they're going to die. They're all going to die.
There it is, right there. Come on, people.
I don't know why they're doing it. And I will say this. At some point, I will not be president. Hopefully that'll be in 5 years from now. But I will not be president. And they're going to die. They're all going to die. Can you imagine if they had to cover Sleepy Joe Biden? It won't be very much fun. But much more importantly, our country would go to hell. Our stock markets will crash. As sure as you're sitting there, we will have...
It's not recording anyway. Let me figure out what's going on here. Why is it not recording? I don't know. It's not recording. I'm looking at myself over here. I'm on this screen right now. Tonight. At night I move over to the other screen. So I'm just looking at myself going, I don't know. And I'm looking right back at me going, I don't know either. Do you know? I have no idea. You guys know? Okay. Right. Well, I can do it this way. Since it's not going to record for me anyway, let me shift things around so I can look more at you guys. It's more entertaining for me that way because I can watch the chat that way. One moment, please. Let's bring him over here. Let's take me and put me here. And we'll get the never-ending viewpoint. And then we're just going to get rid of the main display. And we're going to bring in the display capture. And we should get him right there. There he is. Okay. Yeah, I look at myself all the time. Obviously, with this hair doesn't mess itself, you know. Let's go back.
Problems like you've never had. But if you take Kenosha and if you take other parts...
I said I'd go back to 12:15, so I will. But first, we'll mark this. 10:15, we're all going to die. They're all going to die. Not that he's being fatalist or anything. Come on, why is Chrome just frozen on me? So why doesn't anything work? How are you guys? Because my computer is just frozen. So, oh, there it's back. Okay. It was 10 something. 10, I think 10. We'll just say 10. You're all gonna die. It's the president. Like, couldn't you tell just watching The Apprentice that the man is a complete goofhead? How did no one? Well, I guess a lot of us knew it, but how did people fall for it? It's just astounding. Yes, I know people are stupid. Blah, blah, blah.
Wisconsin, of course, the scene of so much unrest lately, and the governor says he doesn't want you to come. Why is it important for you to be seen by the people of Wisconsin now?
Because I am a tremendous fan of law enforcement. And I want to thank the law enforcement. They've done a good job. And when the governor says that I shouldn't come or he'd prefer that I not come, I'm the one that called him and said, Tony, you got to bring out the National Guard. Well, I don't really want to do it. Tony, you got to bring it out. And unlike your governor of Oregon that just keeps saying no, he agreed to it at least. Now, he agreed to a small number, but the small number was plenty.
But isn't it a political motivation? They
like a stone in butter.
don't want you to come to blue state America because they don't want the media to have to cover what's really happening on the ground.
True.
Isn't this political?
That's true. If you look at what's going on in blue, as you call it, blue state America, blue city America, you look at what's going on in New York, you look at what's going on in these states. Chicago is a disaster. Portland, you look at Portland. Now, Portland's a little different. That's anarchists, and that's, I actually...
Lizzie, what are you saying? Sorry. Lizzie, you can talk to me. Yes, I can see your comments on that page. Let me pull up. I don't want to pull up. I do want to pull up. I need pull-ups. That way I'd never have to leave the computer. Come on. Okay, Lizzie, I'm watching. Rally strokes. A lot of governors are looking really good. And final day rally strokes. I don't... Oh, the strokes. A lot of governors look really good. So when he had the mini strokes, that's what we're talking about, right? Give me a second. I'm going to go to here. And can I grab that? Because I can't capture anything right now, but that's good stuff. Rally strokes. A lot of governors look really good and final days of the campaign. Okay, we'll look for those. And I'll make notation of those. Okay, and we're going to put them here and we're going to bold them. Oh, I don't even have to bold them. Because when I copy and paste, they get nice. Watch, I'll show you what they look like. I can't. Sorry. My computer's not happy with me at all. Okay, back to this thing.
Actually thinking...
I got it, Lizzie. Yes, thank you. The strokes he was having at the rallies that I was marking, like, I have no idea what he said. He's having mini strokes. But yeah, you're awesome. I mean, having to watch that as many times as you had to, I'm flabbergasted.
Anyways, that's easier to handle. I think Portland is very easy to handle because that's a group of anarchists that are paid by the outside. And, you know, we put a lot of people in jail. I don't know if you know this.
If any of my producers are watching, I'm out of peanut butter M&Ms. Just, you know, keep your talent happy. Also, find talent.
Or not. Remember 3-4 months ago we were having a problem with monuments. They were ripping down statues and monuments all over the
Democrats
place.
didn't say anything about that.
No, the Democrats had no control. It actually got out of control even for them. I signed in an executive order, 10 years in jail if you knock down a statue or a monument.
Signed in.
You haven't heard one thing about it. You haven't. We wouldn't have. They were going after Thomas Jefferson. They were going after Lincoln, and they were going after the Washington Monument if they could knock that one down. They were going after everything. And I actually don't even think they know. I think they're just thugs.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it may be an ideology and it may not. It is an ideology for the people that are paying them. And the funny...
No, Rich, if you sent them, they would melt today. Oh, the AC just turned off. We got down to 80 degrees. We did it, and I'm not sweating, so yay. Good job, AC.
thing is, and the strange thing is, the people that are paying them and all this money, because somebody's doing
what
it.
What about the corporations?
They travel. Well, wait. The people paying them, those people will be overthrown. Their lives will be taken away. Their lives will be endangered. They're all going to be gone. They're just stupid, foolish people that made a lot of money.
But corporations have given an enormous amount of money.
I didn't hear
They travel. Well, wait. The people paying them, those people will be overthrown. Ideology, and it may not. It is an ideology for the people that are paying them. And the funny thing is, and the strange thing is, the people that are paying them and all this money, because
paying the rioters. This is what he's saying.
Somebody's doing
what
it.
What about the corporations?
They travel. Well, wait. The people paying them, those people will be overthrown. Their lives will be taken away.
So they're going to kill George Soros. This is what he's saying here. Yeah, I set the AC at 80 because it was at 85 in here. But this room, the outhouse studio, is far away from the thermostat. So if it's 85 by the thermostat, it's probably in the 90s in the outhouse studio with all of the lights and the green screen. Anyway, it's very comfortable in here now. And again, money doesn't grow on trees. And I'm not trying to waste money. And I appreciate the air conditioning. But no, it's not super green. But I try. Down to 74. Oh, God. Man, I would love... If I was a millionaire, my house would be at 74. This house was $375 for electricity. Last month. Yeah, I don't know. This other guy was here, and then I was like, hey, get out of my chair. And he went, wow, and he was gone. So he was saying stupid stuff. Don't listen to that guy. He's a moron. Speaking of morons.
Their lives will be endangered. They're all going to be gone. They're just stupid, foolish people that made a lot of money.
But corporations have given an enormous amount of money, in the tens of millions or maybe hundreds of millions, to Black Lives Matter.
Because they're weak.
Wait, Danielle, was your bill $430 each of those 2 months, or is it $430 for the 2 months?
Which is all over a lot of these protests. So what does that mean about these corporations?
Oh yeah, what I wanted to mark down, 1435. So let's just say 1400 was Soros gonna die. It's just overthrew. Rich, you don't need AC. You're on the beach.
Why are they paying that money out, Mr.
Because
President?
they're weak people, led by weak people. In many cases, not all corporations.
What does that mean, they're weak
I looked
people?
at numbers where one company is giving hundreds of millions of dollars.
When you say they're weak, what do you mean? Explain
Because
that.
they just do what's the easiest path. That's not the easy path. That's a very dangerous path. Black Lives Matter is a Marxist organization. You remember pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. That was the first time I ever heard of...
Hey, he just rhymed. He's a poet, and we didn't even realize it. Listen.
Weak, what do you mean? Explain
Because
that.
they just do what's the easiest path. That's not the easy path. That's a very dangerous path. Black Lives Matter is a Marxist organization. You remember pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. That was the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter. I said, that's
Marxist
a terrible
organization,
name. It's so
pigs
discriminatory.
in a
It's
blanket,
bad
fry
for black
like
people.
bacon.
It's bad for
Somebody
everybody.
make a song.
And all of a sudden it becomes like...
Speaking of which, where's Sarah Cooper? All this stuff on the Dr. Laura show here, and nothing from Sarah Cooper that I've seen. Has she been putting stuff out the last few days? Or after the DNC is now she's too big?
Although now, if you look, it's going way down because people are tired of this stuff, what's going on, the Black Lives Matter. If you look at what...
Yeah, you're not going to get pity from any of us, Rich, living on the beach.
What's going on with the bats and a lot of thugs.
Running through D.C. last night.
Oh, it's terrible what's going on. But Black Lives Matter came into existence, walking down the street screaming, pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon, and that was about police officers. That was representing police. Mm-hmm. They were pigs in a blanket, like the sausages or hot dogs, fry them like bacon.
They were saying worse in the last couple of...
It explains what pigs in a... But no, you're not even doing it right, because they weren't pigs in a blanket. They were police officers that are called pigs. It's a metaphor. But thanks for explaining that to us. I need a sugar mama, specifically peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh, I think even worse. Yeah, probably.
No, it's
I don't know. Do you get worse?
But DOJ's role in
it's actually the last thing I need.
Trying to really hit the law enforcement accelerator here against these.
I don't even know if I'll ever do anything with that, but I just want to capture that 1530. 1530 explains pigs in blanket. He honestly thinks that there's someone listening to this program that's just like, what are they? But why are Black Lives Matter chanting about food? Or are there pigs and they're cold, and so they want to make pork chops? I don't. So it's just pigs. They're pigs and they're in a blanket. Incarcerate. Incarcerate. Can you use it in a sentence? Yes. Incarcerate is a word. Incarcerate.
Groups. A lot of
doing a Trump spelling bee in my head.
The individuals coming into Wisconsin have been tracked as out-of-staters,
the
ones who've been arrested.
We have them all.
Can DOJ do more, and what could they do to really start putting the fear of God in these violent, not the peaceful protesters, but violent protesters?
So they have under investigation a lot. In fact, I'll show you. I just had this because of this very important interview with you.
Oh,
what do you got? I'll give this to you. In Kansas City, violence has decreased by a third since the initiative began. In Indianapolis, 49 guns confiscated. More than 1,000 arrests have been made under the initiative.
Whoa, what?
This because of this very important interview with you. But I just, and I'll give this to you. In Kansas City, violence has decreased by a third since the initiative began. In Indianapolis, 49 guns confiscated. More than 1,000 arrests have been made under the initiative. DOJ is addressing violence and crime across the country. FBI, but you don't read that. The FBI and ATF are assisting the Portland Police Department, but you can't do much when you have absolutely no cooperation.
But if they don't think they're going to go to jail for 10 years for doing what they're doing, then they're going to keep doing it. So how does a Trump re-election calm things down in the United States? Biden says he's going to calm things down. How will a Trump re-election calm? Why? Why won't he calm things down?
Biden won't calm things down. They will take over. They will have won. If Biden gets in, they will have won.
Who?
He's a weak person. He's controlled like a puppet. So it's not going to be calm things down. It's going to be they will have won. They will have taken over.
It's not going to be calm things down?
Your cities. It's a revolution. You understand that. It's a revolution. And the people of this country will not stand.
No, go back.
They will have won. He's a weak person. He's controlled like a puppet. So it's not going to be calm things down.
It's not going to be calm things down.
It's going to be they will have won. They will have taken over your cities. It's a revolution. You understand that. It's a revolution. And the people of this country will not stand for that. They're not going to stand for that. The vast majority of people.
Rich, aren't you married? Don't you already have a sugar mama?
Feel like me. They feel like every time I put Law and Order up on social media, it gets such an incredibly positive response. The people of this country will not stand for it. If you say calm things down, calm things down because they will have taken over. Take a look at what's going on. And Biden is, I don't even like to mention Biden because he's not controlling anything.
Who do you think is pulling Biden's strings? Is it former Obama?
People that you've never heard of. People that are in the dark shadows. People that...
What does that mean? That sounds like conspiracy theory. Dark shadows.
No,
it is.
People that you haven't
Let me
heard
explain
of.
it.
They're people that are on the streets. They're people that are controlling the streets. We had somebody get on a plane from a certain city this weekend. And in the plane, it was almost completely loaded with thugs
this weekend
wearing these dark uniforms, black uniforms with gear and this and that. They're on a plane.
Where's this?
I'll tell you sometime, but it's under investigation right now. But they came from a certain city.
Just like Obama's birth certificate, he sent investigators to Hawaii. It's under I can't talk about it. I'm giving you a lot of details, but I can't. It's under investigation.
And this person was coming to the Republican National Convention. And there were like 7 people on the plane like this person, and then a lot of people were on the plane to do big damage. They were coming for
planning for Washington.
Yeah, this is all happening.
But the money is coming from somewhere.
Money is coming
how can it be
from
tracked?
some very stupid rich people that have no idea that if their thing ever succeeded, which it won't, they will be thrown to the wolves like you've never seen before.
Ah, wow. Okay. You know what, guys? I am tired. It is 11 o'clock here on the West Coast, and I think I'm about to pack it in. Just leave. Oh, you know what? I should just create a Slack channel here. You guys can talk anytime you want on your Slack channel. You guys keep talking amongst yourself here. I think we're done with Dr. Laura for now. Okay. Wait, I have to pay? I'm not paying for Slack. Free for small teams. Access to 10,000 of your team's most recent messages. 10 integrations with other apps like Google Drive. One-on-one voice and video calls between teammates. What else? Connect with apps and services you use every day. Personalize. Anyone done that Google Zoom thing? Anyone done that? Good night. Good night, Joanna. All right, I'll look into this tomorrow. I'm tired. Yeah, producer Joanna's going to bed, so it's not really worth staying up beyond this. Guys, be good. We'll talk tomorrow. Stay cool, everyone on the West Coast here. Well, you don't have to tell me that Lizzie loves me. I mean, she's a person, right? So, it goes without saying. Google Talk. Rich, you were talking to me about Google Talk, were you? Have you tried Google Talk? Is it good? Is it can we do the Slack in the Google? Because everybody's got the Google. Discord's for gamers. I've done Discord before. Can you do video within Discord, though? I kind of want an all-in-one. So, I know Google Talk is a Zoom competitor now. So, good night, 0766321489. Good night, Allison. Well, we'll talk off the air or something. We'll figure it out. I'll take a look at we need a group Zoom, but I'm thinking like using Google or something. Same as Zoom, but not like Slack. I want a Slack. It's just like just a chat window that people can kind of jump in anytime. Because honestly, if it's video, it's gonna be used. But what would be ideal? You've got yourself a Slack window, so basically a chat like this. And then every once in a while, if someone wanted to, they could just turn on their camera. In Zoom, can you type in Zoom? Can you just have a chat room going like that? I don't even know. Zoom seems to be much more camera focused, which is good for Zoom, good for China. Memes, pics, food. It's a place we can share stuff. Yeah, but can you do the video in there? I was on Discord for a show that I was doing on Twitch a while back, and there's all kinds of stuff you could share and emojis and stuff, but specifically the video I want to be able to have, like if two people want to have a video conversation, you can just pull that up. No, not everybody's phone number. Let's keep the people's private. I'll look into it. Oh, that's right. I've done Discord voice before. You're right, Lizzie. But yeah, I think just chat. Let's just start with a chat room. I'll check out Slack. I know David with Snopes, they use a Slack room, and he seems happy with it. I'm looking at Slack right now, and it's got one-on-one video calls from directly inside. So one-on-one voice and video calls directly inside Slack, so that people can do video calls with each other. Random Zoom has chat, but only while you're in the call. Yeah, that's. I just want the free flowing. I just hit my glasses. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll figure it out. If anybody comes up with a revelation, I'll look at Slack. I'll look at Google Talk or whatever. It's not something I look at. My eyes are literally hurting right now, so I'm going to go to bed. And right now, I like this house because it's a nice, comfortable temperature.
Where are you going?
No, I like this house. I'm happy with it.
Kevin, is this helpful to Joe Biden?
Wait, what? Last, I'm last, ha ha ha, I'm last. Oh, you think you're going to put it in the browser and you can be on the chat room and you can be last? Nope, you're gone, ha ha.